Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
How
I'm not
are you doing?
Nikki. We've got technical difficulties here.
No, Nikki and Chris are on vacation this week. They're camping, so
yeah, the kids go back to school next week, so they're
oh,
trying
man.
to do their last hurrah.
Mine go back. Yeah, I think the week after next. They go back on the 21st. But...
Adley goes back to school on the 13th.
Oh man!
So they've been camping this week. So we said chill, relax, and she was going to remote in, and I said, hey, Paul and I've stopped for a little bit here, and it's you can see I'm frazzled.
Yeah.
I've been out working in the warehouse and doing different stuff.
Yeah, I'm dirty. I was driving the forklift all morning. So
yeah, well, we've been trying to cover for everybody because busy season is coming.
Yep.
And so everybody's on vacation and trying to use their vacations and kids back to school, et cetera, et cetera. So we're trying to pick up the slack.
Yeah,
for all those people that are
our
out
vacation calendar looks like somebody opened a fountain pen and just
Good
shot.
morning, Andrina.
Hi, Adrina.
Oh, so you made it in here first.
Yeah,
one this morning.
yeah.
You're the winner. We're the winner. Chicken dinner.
And let us know if you guys can see us and hear us okay. I know the last couple of weeks we did have some technical issues, but hopefully we worked through that with all the freezing up and all that stuff.
Yeah, I tried to watch you last week. I gave up.
I tried to do it last week, but it kept freezing up. So fortunately, we did have Adam come in. He kind of adjusted a lot of the settings and things like that for us, and I think it's okay. I did a test last week for about 10 minutes or so. Hi, Debbie. Glad to see you here as always. So
we're glad when everybody pops in and says, "Hey, I'm just the lurker. I don't talk. I'm supposed to be retired, but I'm not.
I know you'll never retire.
Oh, it would be nice to do it for a day." Maybe. I don't know.
You don't even remember. I remember telling you a couple of years ago you were on a cruise. And you had told me, I'm not going to work at all. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to relax. And then you're like slacking me stuff. And I'm like, I remember writing I'm like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be working. I'm like, put the laptop away. Get a book.
That's when, and I'm sure many of you out there, if you own your own business, whether it's big, small, in between, or even just managing your household, you may say, I'm going to take off today and read a book. But life happens, and the business. Hi, Cliff.
Hey, Cliff.
Glad you're in. Glad. Hopefully, that means everything is going well with your healing.
Adrina
process.
said that's how she is.
Isn't that exactly?
Can't turn it off.
I try to. I am better. I don't get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I used to pre-internet. I would, when the kids were asleep, of course my husband was there in the house, so I felt everything was safe, and I would get in my vehicle and come down to work, and I could get a couple hours work in. And what the cops, they knew I did it because when you're in a small town, they know who you are. And one night it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. He goes, Sherry, he stops me. Pulls me over. Sherry, what are you doing? And I go, well, I've been working. He goes, do you know that it's 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yep.
And I go, well, yeah, but I could get in a few hours work without the kids.
Without all the distractions and all that.
So unfortunately, like I said, you're your own worst enemy in a way. Hey, good morning. I'm assuming
Kat.
Direct Craft.
That's Nikki. Nikki said she'd be in the comments.
Nikki.
So.
Yeah, well, good deal. We appreciate that.
Nikki is
so anyhow,
here in comments.
I've been here. I'm frazzled. You can see my hair's up. I did take the pencil from out behind my ear, but I just noticed I had picked up a clothespin in the warehouse, and I just clipped it to me, thinking, well, maybe later on
I'll find out where it goes.
I'll need to clip something else. So I got my knife. I'm good to go. I walk around with my BlackBerry.
Your notepad all the time.
My notepad all the time, so I can write down if I see something or do something. So, but anyhow, we're here and we're glad, and we're so glad for all of you here. And for those, if there's anyone out there that's new that hasn't made a comment, pop in, say good morning to us.
Let us know how you found us.
Yeah, we appreciate that. That helps us know which direction we can go. We are a small business located in the southwest corner of Ohio. Yep. I talked to one of our customers on the phone the other day, and she said, well, where are you at? And I said, well, go all the way down, way down. People think when you're in Ohio that you're in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And there, I mean, yeah, okay, we give Cleveland a bad time. Brian's from Cleveland, but we're as far away from Cleveland as just about
3.5 hours.
About 3.5 hours. So we are way down above Cincinnati, kind of where Kentucky and Ohio
and Indiana
all meet down
Southwest
there.
Tri-State area.
The Tri-State area, and that's where our warehouse is located.
Yeah.
That's where your orders ship from.
That's where we're at right now.
Your merchandise is. You know, a lot of times, you know, you buy from a company and you don't know where the stuff is, and you know, 2 weeks later you're wondering, and they're saying, oh, we're waiting on it to come from drop
China
ship
or
wherever.
Yeah.
But the stuff is sitting here either in this warehouse or one of our other warehouses, because we do carry 40,000 items. 41. Oh,
so Chris said it was like 41 something. I think.
It's because of the seasonality of it.
Yes, yeah. Like
now
we have stuff. We have some more stuff coming in that we normally wasn't in stock during the summertime. Some seasonal
type things. So
lots of paper mache.
We had a grapevine container came in 2 days. 2 days ago?
Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday. We had some of our miniatures came in, and some of the little cutesy Christmas things, miscellaneous things.
Another paper mache container is on the water.
Yes,
so about a month, 3 or 4 weeks here, I think.
We just got a paper mache container last week, so it's been a little hectic.
Because Grapevine got here, I'm like, boy, I hope we have room for all this. We're still getting the paper mache put away. So
and plus fulfilling all your orders, we had fair market days, which was end of last week or the week before, and then we topped that off with our biannual stock-up sale.
Summer stock-up sale.
So, it's been busy.
So that on top of everyone trying to get their vacations in before busy season.
Yeah.
It's been busy. Like I said, I was driving the forklift all morning, moving stuff around, trying to get some extra stuff out.
And Dorina, I was actually working this morning on some of the new paper mache that's coming, which I was trying to get some dates on that, but I was looking at it, making sure that our listings were looking good on it, because there's some really cool stuff. Stuff that we haven't had before, so we've got some new paper mache, but we've always got new things. A lady called in, I believe yesterday it was, and she was looking for a particular type of paper mache tree she wanted to do, and so, and just as we did with the cross that you worked with, getting the paper mache cross, so we sent that over. I haven't heard today. We sent it over yesterday because, of course, we've got time differences with the Philippines and such, but we
should probably talk about our exciting news from this week.
Okay, so this is too funny.
So this is on Tuesday or was it Monday?
I come into work.
Which day was it? Was it Tuesday?
Yeah, it was Tuesday. Back into work, and I hear this meow, and I tell Paul, I said, I hear a cat.
Yeah.
Well, there are some feral cats around here, and they usually hide in the pine tree out front. I guess that gives them cover and stuff.
Yep.
And he goes, this is in the pine tree. And I said, no, I think it's coming from Pam's car.
Yeah. And when Lisa, one of our shipping managers, got here a little after, Pam gets here like 5:45 in the morning to open. And I guess when Lisa got here after 6, she actually saw the kitten climb out from under Pam's car. So long story short, this 6-week-old kitten climbed under Pam's car, and Pam lives in like about Dayton.
15,
20 minutes.
20 minutes
and
away.
This thing went for a ride under Pam's car down the interstate to get here. Survived, lived to tell the tale. And then, so I'm coming back from lunch, and Pam's like, did you see the kitten outside? And I said, what are you talking about? Because it was pacing. It was at the door. It was pacing around and meowing. So I went out to look for it. Adam's coming back from lunch. So Adam and Pam and I are out there, and we can't hear it anywhere. So I'm putting a little bowl of water out, thinking we'll get it out. And then all of a sudden I hear it, and I'm like, okay, that came from the air conditioning unit. We have a really big.
Guys out there at the air conditioning.
Yeah, we have a really big air conditioner right outside our employee entrance. So I'm like laying on the ground because there's these little slits about this big because it's like I'm on a platform. I look inside and I see a tiny little kitten looking at me.
It's so cute. Just
little.
Probably about 6 weeks.
Yeah, so Adam comes over and we get a yardstick. So he's in there trying to just nudge it out, and I'm like getting ready to grab it. Well, it runs out a side one and gets right back under Pam's car. So
it was wanting to go home, I guess. But
it kept going back to Pam's car.
We are going to post a picture. This has got to be the luckiest kitten ever.
100%. So I went out at some point later, and I'll see how this shows up in the camera. And I couldn't find it, and I look under Pam's car, And that is the cat's tail. The cat was underneath, sitting on top of her catalytic converter under her car, but I couldn't reach it. So at the end of the day, at 3 o'clock, after everyone left, Adam and I go outside, and we're telling Pam, like, don't leave yet. You know, she's hanging out in her office with Paul and Sherry. And Adam and I are looking everywhere for this kitten. We can't hear it. We can't find it. We're looking around underneath. Make sure the stream hasn't frozen. We're looking under our cars, under my truck, under Adam's car. We're looking in Pam's engine. We can't find it anywhere. We walk a lap around the building. And we're about to just assume that it went off somewhere else. So Adam goes, let's look under Pam's hood one more time. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So we, you know, Pam, I appreciate you had your window down because you didn't have your keys. So Adam unlocked your door and popped your hood. So we popped the hood. We're looking around. We can't find it. All of a sudden, Adam's like, he just snaps his finger and points. He looked through a little gap between like the air filter box and some cables, and he saw like brown striped fur. So we figured out where it was. It was like in her engine, but we couldn't get to it. So we were in the parking lot,
disassembling,
taking the air intake hose off of her engine, removing the filter box, and so we had enough space that Adam could get in and kind of nudge it from behind because it was facing away from us. So it was like facing like the back of the engine, and I'm laying on top of Pam's engine with my arm underneath some the washer fluid lines, and he nudges it out just enough that I was able to grab the scruff on the back of its neck and work it through all the hoses and pull it out. And my wife, fortunately, had dropped off a carrier so ahead of time. So we got it into the cat carrier. And
he was really tired. Once he got in there, he was sleepy. You could tell he was tired of us chasing him.
It is a little girl. She's currently at our house right now.
So what a lucky kitten. So not only do we pack your orders, ship your crafts, but we rescue kittens. Rescue kittens. It was sitting on top of Pam's serpentine belt. So when she would have started her car, that little girl was going for a ride. I don't know how it made it down there that morning. I don't either. And that was our whole thing, was if it wasn't going to make it back. And it probably, we were worried. Almost 75. Yeah, so it's currently... Cat on the driftwood slices, not sure on that. Pam's working on that. We're working on that. Pam's already got the info for that. She is working on that because we've had them before. Yeah, we have. So we're working on it. I don't know exactly when they'll be in, but we are working on getting them in. And Adley says hi, Gigi, and I'm Gigi. Gigi. So Adley is Nikki's and Chris's daughters, Aniston and Adley, which today is Aniston's birthday. Happy birthday, Aniston! So happy birthday to Aniston. Yeah. And so apparently Adley's also watching. So yes, hi everybody, hi girls. And you said, are you keeping it? No, we are not. My mother-in-law has actually been looking for a kitten for the last month or so, like to adopt. So I think she's going to take it. What's her name? My mother-in-law named her Penny. So her name is Penny. She's hanging with us for a couple weeks because my mother-in-law didn't want to take her until she knew that she was healthy and all that. She looked healthy. She's very healthy. Her eyes, nose, mouth, everything looks great. She just looks really tired after being chased up. She's not tired anymore. She is spunky and rambunctious. She wants all the attention. So right now we have her, cordoned off in our half bath in our downstairs, so that way. Carmen, we're getting your comments. The comments are coming through, so it looks like we've got good everything should be everything's coming through. We like that. Yeah. It's I don't see anything freezing up. It looks like we're still good. We're good. But yeah, so that was so. I think my mother-in-law, she goes to the vet in 2 weeks, and then my mother-in-law, assuming. I mean, she's eating and drinking great. Yeah, she just looked. She just, they get that look when the little kittens are, but she probably, we're guessing, mom probably just kicked her out. You're out of here. And so she went out. Our best guess is that she was probably someone who took in a stray that had kittens and took care of them until they had their teeth and claws, which is like around 6 weeks, and then sent them outside because her coat's not matted. She wasn't malnourished. No, she didn't. She took to a litter box instantly. Yeah. That's good. So she's super healthy. We just think she was probably a kitten that was taken care of. She was a smart kitty because she knew she knew what to do. Not necessarily climbing up under the car and riding 20 miles, but never a dull moment. Yes, always exciting right here. So that was the one. Our beagle has
camped herself outside the bathroom door around the clock because she knows she's in there, and we're trying to kind of slowly introduce them. Which, when you have a high-strung beagle puppy, like she's not aggressive at all, but she was very excited last night when we tried to have them meet. So it's just gonna take some time because we want to make sure that she's comfortable with the kitten and that. Yep. So.
We didn't do a lot behind us, as you can see.
We haven't had time.
Actually, this was the setup from last week. Yeah. And Nichole had planned on bringing in different items to show you some of her projects she had worked on and all that. Well, best laid plans never seem to go. Yep. But when I was out in the warehouse this morning, I'm going to show you this. This little kit here is for Halloween. I'm going to open it. And it's $1.59.
That's awesome. That's a deal.
I said, I don't think our picture's like the greatest picture in the world. Well, let's see. Did I get a knife that probably the blade's not sharp?
Yeah, some of those
ones it's probably where it's been cut in boxes and stuff. Yeah. But anyhow, there is 3 pieces in this kit. And I thought, what a fun kids project. But it doesn't have to be. So you get one of these, and it's thick. Wow, thick wood, so it can stand up. Mm-hmm. Oh, here, stand up. You like. And then there's a little set of jack-o'-lanterns. And here we've got. Look, there's the kitten. There's Penny.
Yeah,
she's hanging around here on top of the. This is a mummy with a pumpkin on him, but $1.59. Cute project. We'll post a link at the end of because I just literally found that when I was going to look for something else.
Oh, really? Just came across it?
I just did. Well, I looked at our picture online, and the picture online, they're all kind of laying flat, and you really can't tell what they are.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get the pic. I'll take a new picture and fix that this afternoon and get it so that you can see it better. Yeah. But I couldn't believe it. It was 3 pieces. There's like couple yellow spots, looks like. I don't know if that's where because it is unfinished wood, so it may have came through there. I don't know if that's on all of them, but if you're going to paint it, it really doesn't make any difference. Doesn't matter anyhow. But yeah, it would be cute on a wreath. Mm-hmm. And if you're real creative, you could paint it for whatever. It doesn't have to be what necessarily is outlined. But yeah, even if you just bought one, it would be a good
Adriana said, we just got a kitty for the girls and my allergies are insane.
Yeah.
Zyrtec once a day. That's the best thing I can tell you. Because we have a cat, and I've been allergic to it for 18 years. But as long as I take my allergy medicine daily, once our last puppy died, he was old. He lived a good life. He traveled with us and went everywhere and did everything. So we have been dogless, kittyless for about 15 years now. It makes travel and stuff like that
easier. It does, and we're, and sometimes I'll threaten that I'm going to go get a cat. I thought about that with the kitten yesterday, but then I thought, do I want to take that kitten that's outside at the door going meow meow? Yeah. Or my husband, and somehow my husband won. Yeah.
Paul's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a good worker, and it's like, okay, I did go around. I was going around to everybody in the warehouse. Do you know a cat? Do you know anybody who needs a cat?
Yeah.
So that worked out well.
That worked out well
for the kitten. And,
Nikki was saying, Anderson says, thank you for all the birthday wishes. Hard to believe she is 5.
I can't believe she's 5. She was born, in August of 2020, so right in COVID. And, when COVID was that. And we didn't get to see her, not like with the other grandkids and stuff. So once we finally got to see her, we didn't really, because you don't want to go around a new baby, and it was still all that unknown of COVID and stuff. She was so afraid of us, sort of. Here we were, these strange people that I've only seen on FaceTime.
Yeah, FaceTime. Yep.
They were just in this little box thing, and all of a sudden, but she's made up with us, and we're quite in love.
That's awesome.
We love all the great kids.
They're good kids.
They're good kids. They are. They're fun kids. So, but I can't believe they're going back to school.
Lisa took Maddie back to school clothes shopping the other day, and she's taking Aiden today, and I'm like,
slow down. Slow down. It seems the snowball rolls downhill faster.
We're gonna be doing college visits this year.
Yeah, I remember that. Exactly.
He's getting college stuff in the mail from all over the country.
Isn't that crazy? It's just crazy. But that's the thing. And it's just like the business. It doesn't seem like any time.
Yeah, but it's been 40 years.
40
years this year.
Yeah, 40 years. It was 40 years. You guys all took advantage. Some of you took advantage of that when we did that
sale.
Crazy thing back in March. And yeah, but it's been fun. It's fun. I still, like I said, the other day, I just happened to be down in the office, and we had an item that had come in from overseas, and it had come in wrong, and it was not as many feet as it was supposed to be. So the customer, she said, I got this item, it's a little bit short. And the one thing we have always prided ourselves on is that whatever it is, we will take care of it. We'll make it right. And so I picked up the phone, called the customer. I said, this is just too complicated to explain by email or whatever. And super nice lady, enjoyed the chat with her. She owns a small business, and she was telling me all about it. So we got her taken care of. She was happy, and and we move on to another product because sometimes that just happens. Not often, but it does. But that's why we are here. If you've got any questions about a product, you want to see a product, because it is just like this. I honestly, this is an item. That's why it's so inexpensive. This set of 3 of these different cutouts came in on a truck shipment, and so we sometimes don't even know what they come. We'll buy something by the truck.
Yeah, I mean, like all that Craft Club stuff. Like, we were opening boxes, we were opening, we were opening pallets, not even knowing. Oh, trust me, I know.
But there's 3 trucks still sitting back there, and we were slowly getting on that.
That was all skids of Craft Club moving around this morning. There's a few things over
there. Yeah. I had worked on that Craft Club stuff, and I just thought it was so neat. There's a bunch of miniatures.
We showed this stuff last week.
Did you show that?
These ones we did, yeah. I don't think we showed these.
This garland.
We might have showed it. I don't remember.
I don't remember. But anyhow, it's really cool. Be good obviously for Valentine's Day, but it would be cute just to put on the Christmas tree. You could take the hearts off, and you could put some flowers or something in it. Be cute for like a barn wedding or something. Anyhow, there's just so many things, and when you buy stuff, we'll go in and we'll give them an offer for a truck, which allows us to offer things. But now, what we didn't know that existed, that we didn't have the issue for, is tariffs and things like that. That stuff's here in the United States when we buy a truck, so no taxes,
no taxes, no tariffs,
no tariffs on that stuff. So then we're able to give you crazy prices, because probably honestly, like this set here, I would say what we're selling it for is probably what the wholesale cost would be, and then you put the tariff on top of that. So and then obviously we've been working really hard with our vendors overseas and stuff to hold our prices just the absolute best that we can, and we've done pretty good, I think.
I do too.
But today I think a bunch of stuff goes into effect today, so we'll see.
We'll find out.
We'll
all find out together.
We'll all find out together.
Nancy says, "Say goodbye to your money." Oh, that was probably in regards to me talking about even doing college visits. Yeah, I mean, fortunately, my dad and Lisa's dad started. They opened 529 college saving accounts for our kids as soon as they were born.
Yeah,
we put money in every month. Their grandparents have put money in every month. Fortunately, like Aiden right now looking at colleges, he's got a super, super high ACT score.
That'll help.
Yeah, he got like a 33 when he was a freshman on the ACT. Wow. So he's gonna take it again, this year, but he's got that in like a 4.3 GPA and National Honor Society. So he'll get some scholarships, but it's not going to be cheap regardless.
Yeah, Adrena, we work so hard on the prices because we know we're all looking at this together with all these different crazy prices and stuff, but oh man, it's tough. It's just tough. It's we've been in business 40 years, and I don't think we've really had with getting things in and getting so they're reasonably priced and such. It's been crazy the past couple years with COVID, and then we had where containers were costing us $35,000 versus $3. And we kind of got past that period, and they never went back to what they were pre-COVID, but at least they became more reasonable. So now we've got the tariffs, and people don't understand that. They think, okay, you put a tariff on, whichever country. They think that country is who is paying it, and it's not. It's us. We pay it. So like the container the other day of all of the grapevine, the freight on it was, $5,000.
Yeah.
To say the tariff was $9,000.
Yeah.
So and that did not, and then plus the cost of the merchandise is $40,000 or something like that. So way more than the first house that Paul and I bought, which was $27,000. So I always judge things in the business by that. Mm-hmm. The first time I wrote a check to pay for a container, back when we used to write checks, don't do that anymore. But and I was like, oh my God, this is more than we paid for our
first
house. Yeah, which the house is still standing. We periodically go by.
Oh, is it really?
Oh yeah, we're not that old. It is. Yeah, it's still standing. It's probably worth $27,000. It's probably worth maybe $150,000 or something now. So yeah, cute little house.
Yeah.
Beautiful house.
Yeah, and as always, let us know what you guys are working on. Again, if I know we've mentioned before, but if you show any items on your Facebook, any projects on your Facebook page, and use items that you got from our store from factorydirectcraft.com, make sure you tag our Facebook page in it, or Instagram, wherever you're sharing them, because that way we'll see them. We'd be happy to share them. We always like seeing what you guys are doing.
It's
with
interesting.
Our items.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always fascinated. I know these clear plastic bubbles, which I think she showed this off before, but we sell a lot of these. You would not believe all the projects I've seen made with these clear plastic bubbles, from frog eyes, for costumes, to just everything. People are so creative, and I'll go, oh, I never thought about doing something like that. I mean, there's the obvious thing when you paint something or do something, but it's that creativity that's out there, and it's just amazing.
Yeah. So make sure you tag us. Show us what you're working on, what you make.
Yeah,
I know,
and Nikki, she'll post that so everybody else can share and see your ideas and designs, and she'll give you credit.
Cliff
has
sent pictures of stuff he's done. Carmen has sent pictures. We also had Adrena works on. Yeah, cats. We know we've seen some cat stuff. So definitely let us know what you guys are working on. It's always fun to
it looks like Gloria had to drop the kids, so the kids must be back in school.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, you guys started early down in Miami.
Yeah. I heard that some schools were going back this week. Yeah, or even around here. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Happy birthday to Aniston.
Yeah, I think my nephew
start back this week. That girl is something else. She's our last grandchild, the way I understand it.
As far as you know.
But no, for our children have informed us.
They've informed you that they're all done.
So we got 4, 2 girls, 2 boys. We can't complain. We like that part. So, but we're so excited. She's our littlest one. Yeah. And our biggest one, our oldest one. I'm not biggest. He is the biggest. He's definitely the biggest.
He's as tall as me. He's as tall as me now.
He's 15. 14. He'll be 15.
Yeah, he'll be 15. Yeah.
He'll be 15 in January.
He's as tall as me.
Oh, that kid. Yeah, definitely. So yes. Southern California, my kids started today.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think I might be a proponent for year-round school, and then we wouldn't have to debate this. My sister, we won't talk about how old my sister is, but younger than me by a couple years, and they had year-round school when she went to school, and they did it because of overcrowding. But I wasn't in the house at that time. But they loved it. My parents loved it. So they had a deal where they went 9 weeks and off 3 weeks.
Yeah, when my sister taught after college, taught 4th grade special ed in Las Vegas for a couple of years, and they did year-round school at the school she was in. That's what it was. They would do a 9-week quarter, and then they'd be off for 3 weeks. And they'd still get their 2-week Christmas break, and
they did that.
But
and then really, if you think about
3 weeks
it,
off
that would be really cool. And the teachers were on the same schedule, so I think the teachers liked it.
I don't think my wife and kids would like that. Lisa likes having her whole summer, like a nice long break.
I think I would like it. I don't know. Andrina said her kids started, so Texas started you guys started this week too. Way too. So
like I said, mine don't start until the 21st. So.
Yeah. The boys, our grandsons, I think they go back around the right around the 1st of September,
yeah.
I believe, something like that. So they're
either
later.
like right before or right after Labor Day. I don't remember.
Yeah, Nichole is on here. She's up camping. They are at a campground.
Oh yeah, where are they camping? I didn't even get a chance to ask.
North of Columbus somewhere, and they moved today. So they were at the Jellystone that's up there, and then today they moved to Canterbury somewhere.
Okay.
Nichole can get on there and
Denise said the boys start the 2nd. Okay.
The 2nd.
So
the 2nd. So they
Day.
start the 2nd. So yeah, I knew that they were a little bit later, but they got out the same day.
Yeah.
The girls and the boys, all the grandkids got out the same day, but they're in different school districts, so they go back. But they're going back a couple weeks difference. So
gotcha.
But yeah. Hello, Deneen. Deneen is up in Vermont.
Up in Vermont,
working remotely, but still answering all your questions. You know, I thought it was so neat a couple weeks ago, and that's where technology, and that's the thing about how we're now able to reach out to the customers with technology and stuff. So Christopher, Nichole's husband, was in an airplane on his way to work a trade show in Las Vegas. Deneen was in Vermont, and we were up in northern Ohio, and we were all talking and having a conversation. Yeah. And I maybe my brain's a little small, but I was like, wow,
awesome.
It is awesome. It's so awesome. And that's the thing about customers. We can talk to you. We can talk to you via live chat. We can talk to you via email. You can call us on the phone. We do, we don't have one of those AI systems that's going to drive you crazy and put you in loops with going
no chat bots.
No chat bots. No. If you call, you
AI
ask a
phone
question.
Operator.
If we don't have the answer that second, we'll go out in the warehouse and we'll call you back and say,
I did that yesterday.
Yeah.
I had a guy. It was one of the craft club, the little candle holders, little candle. Put a paper candle in, candle holder, tabletop. Yeah. And he was like, "Are these aluminum or steel?" I said, "I'm fairly certain they're steel." I said, "But let me double check." So I ran and grabbed one, and I gave it the old magnet test right there in my office.
They're steel, aren't they?
Yeah, they're steel.
Yeah, I thought
so I was like, "I'm pretty sure they're steel. Let me double check." So I sat down, I grabbed a magnet, stuck right to it. I said, "It's steel."
Yep.
He's like, "Are you sure?" And I said, "I gave it the magnet test." I said, "If it was aluminum, the magnet wouldn't stick." And he's like, "You are correct." So he's like, "I'll place my order right now." So yeah, that's
the thing that, working with a small company, that
we can do that.
We can do that. We can do all these things, and that I think we need to support as a country. We need to support all small businesses, whether it's restaurants or just any of that thing, because that's what makes it so unique. Paul and I so enjoy when we travel, finding restaurants and different places just that aren't.
Oh, we do that too. We try to find some local.
So when we were up in Indiana a couple weeks ago, we found, I just get online and start looking. There was a diner in Goshen, Indiana. A diner that had been featured on the Diners, Drive-Ins, and things. Yeah. It had been around since '48, and it's the place you want to go when you open the menu, and the first page is all of the pies.
All the pies.
50 different pies.
Yeah.
So, diner. You're supposed to, for longevity, I don't know about that, but you should eat dessert first because, hey, why keep it till the end? So it was fun. It was fun. So we and that's the things you discover when you go out and you find all these and you talk to people and it's just fun. So we're here to help you in any way we can.
Yeah.
I know Nikki has worked with Andrina and they've done some lives, and I'm sure I saw there was some more goodies going to Andrina so she could come up with some more of her unique things that she creates, and we like it. We
Love
like
it.
Even when it's a little bit crazy. You thrive on chaos around here sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
And this week, definitely. We'll be really glad when everybody gets off vacation and gets back in.
Yeah, it'll be nice once we hit September, even though we'll be busier.
It should cool off a little bit. It was nice this week, but
it's great this week.
It's been
supposed to get hot again, though.
Supposed to get hot again.
I know Kat said it's steamy in Nebraska, and usually whenever weather is hitting Kat, about 2-3 days later it hits here. So,
but I saw this morning, because I don't watch the news per se, but I do watch the weather before we come into work, and I saw this morning where they said that there was a cold front coming. So Kat, when you see that coming,
let us know.
Push it east.
Push it east.
All I saw on there this morning was steamy weather coming out of the south. Yep.
So I mean, if it's only for a couple days and it gets cool again,
we can handle that. We can handle that.
Adriana said I've bothered Nikki while she's on vacation. She'll always still find a way to help me.
Yes.
Customer service is so amazing.
We do try that.
We try.
Yeah, we really do. At weekend, we'll
get
an answer. It may not be as quick as our answer during the week, but yeah.
And so, Gloria wanted me to let you know, Gloria got her crosses that we ordered for her.
Yeah. I know you were going to send Nichole some pictures of what you created with them. I saw those when they came in. They really were really neat. Really neat. So are you going to use them for like wall crosses or?
Yeah, we definitely want to see what you do with them.
Yeah, we want to see what you're up. Yep, see there.
Like you said, I'm
always here.
Yeah, I mean, Denise and I have we've all answered emails and called customers on vacation and stuff like that.
It is what it is.
We try to leave as much work at home as possible, but sometimes it's not possible because we all wear so many hats.
Yeah,
and
it's true.
That's the some stuff can't wait a week until you get back.
Yeah, exactly. So we
even if it's just me calling Sherry or Pam or something. Hey, can you go pull up this item or answer this?
We'll love to see that. We'll want to see it once you get it crafted. Send some pictures over, and we'll post them so everybody here can see them too.
Yeah, that'll be fun to show. Like hey, this is an item that we got special ordered for a customer, and here's what she did with them. So.
Okay.
That'd be awesome. Carmen said it's been super hot in Miami.
I saw that. I did read the other
frying
day.
egg on my truck's hood.
Yeah, really. Yeah, they always like to do that. The news guys down there.
Do they actually do that in Florida?
Oh, yeah.
They'll crack an egg on a car hood and stuff?
No, they'll do that. And then, they'll show it on the news. Slow news days. Of course, we like slow news days because slow news days are good because that means nothing, hopefully, bad has happened that day. But yes, that's always, I think they teach them that in journalism school.
I had no idea that was actually a thing.
I'm sure they do it in Phoenix and
everywhere
like that, hey, let's fry an egg today. Las Vegas, it's 114. Let's fry an egg. Let's see how long it takes.
Yeah, and before we take off, we always want to remind you guys, definitely when you're on YouTube, definitely go over and subscribe to our YouTube page because Facebook's only going to hold these videos for 30 days.
Yes, they started that back several months ago. So if you'll go over, and it just takes a moment of your time. They don't charge you to do it. We're not going to bother you if you do it. But if you'll just pop over and just subscribe to our channel on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Even better yet, say, hey, Factory Direct, we saw you on Facebook this morning or something, or make a comment. That makes the algorithms raise, and then in turn, other customers,
it makes us more visible
can find us. Mm-hmm. And I love it. Yesterday I got to watching some channel on YouTube, and she didn't hardly have any subscribers or anything.
Yeah.
But she had showed up my algorithm because I had watched something similar on mid-century modern homes.
Yeah.
And this I should have got the name of the channel, but this thing is her and her husband get dressed up and go to open houses and pretend like they're going to buy the house.
Oh, okay.
It was entertaining. It was a really cool house too. And so that obviously she gets inside and they're going, oh, this would be JoJo's bedroom and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And it was kind of entertaining, but I thought, oh, well, that's so neat because she only had like 200 views on this video. But it was because I had watched somebody that has millions of views of a similar topic where they're remodeling
with YouTube, if you watch like 2 videos on the same subject, your timeline's going to be...
You are pegged. So if you'll not only help us out, but then all of a sudden you'll be getting more channels that are similar to ours, but... Big thing.
Yeah, it increases our visibility to anyone else.
And then, like I said, then all these crazy lives, if you want to go back and watch one, they'll be there on YouTube where we can't, obviously. Facebook,
Carmen said, yeah, absolutely, Carmen. Yeah, sharing the live is a great idea. Yeah, you can certainly, when we go live on Facebook, you can certainly share it to your page, and then other people can
We don't care. You can share away. Share the project, share any kind of thing that we've got.
Adriana said, I love the algorithm is crazy. It
is crazy. It is
I watched 2 videos last night on how to introduce a dog to a kitten. And then last night I was like,
you're the dog kitten whisperer.
Well, yeah, I was on YouTube because like now it's like with my band, it makes it so much easier for learning songs because I can find video tutorials that break down like complicated guitar parts. And I go to YouTube, I'm laying on the couch, I click home, and it's all videos on introducing dogs to cats. I'm like,
Hey,
I watch 2, but that's the way the algorithm works.
So we just appreciate it. Like I said, that's the biggest thing you can do to help us out. And of course, give us a thumbs up here too.
Nancy says Southern California's be hot. Palm Springs is 118 degrees today.
Wow. Yeah, we had a conference in Palm Springs in September back several years ago, and then we had a show in Las Vegas. So we did the old across the desert there and Death Valley and all that, and it was in late August, early September, so where it's 128 or something like that.
I have a buddy from high school.
We've got some shots on the camera of how hot it was.
I have a buddy from high school who just moved to Palm Springs. He's a cardiologist and was at the Cleveland Clinic, and he just got a job out in Palm Springs. So
Nancy, isn't that the truth? You look something up, he looks something up, on the car, and then all of a sudden you've got videos on how to fix a carburetor or whatever. Yeah. So Paul installed. We are speaking of never being offline. We installed a big Starlink.
Yeah, Starlink. Paul was telling me that you guys got Starlink.
So now.
You'll always be connected.
We can be connected, and I can get on there. It is screaming fast. And
that's what Paul said is awesome.
Crazy. Yep. There's the link to the wood items,
yep.
And they're cute. They're just cute. For that kind of crazy price, you could divide them up. But there, like I said, so there is some on this one. You can see too. There is some slight yellow spots on them, which I'm thinking is probably the resin from the wood.
That's what I think. Is this plywood?
To the top.
Yeah, just soaking through. Yeah.
But you're gonna paint them anyways, and it's not. You can see it on this one. It's kind of polka dotted on the back. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's the glue that was in there.
When you paint over it, you won't see it. It's super light.
Exactly, and it's not obtrusive. It smells like wood.
Yeah. Nancy, my advice on that though is just create your own YouTube profile. Because my kids have their own because for a while when they were little, I'm like, I don't want to see Pokemon Go video tutorials all over my YouTube. So I just created a separate one for them, and my wife has one for her. So that way everyone's algorithm stays separated.
Should do that. Yes. Paul was watching last night Cletus and McFarlane.
Yeah, Cletus McFarlane.
Oh yeah, he loves him. He was laughing crazy. Yeah, it was like crazy stuff. So yeah, but that's what it is. YouTube is the new TV. I heard, especially for our generation. 100%. They said, but I think it's for every generation.
I probably watch more YouTube than I watch anything outside of sports stuff. Than I watch on Hulu or.
Oh yeah, we follow. People.
And we have Hulu and Netflix and all that stuff. We watch.
We have a couple that we're following that is. They're overlanders, and which means they're camping in a Mercedes-Benz Sprint van.
Yeah, the Sprinter vans that are converted into a little house.
And they're going through Africa.
Oh, wow.
They were in Europe, and they have driven all the way down the west coast of Africa. They're in Namibia, I think, right now. Unbelievable. We watch them. They post twice a week. So, yeah, we're very
one of my best friends has one of those Mercedes overlanding Sprinters, and it's
crazy.
It's incredible. They go mountain. He's in Portland, but they'll go mountain biking out in the desert, so they'll drive 12, 14 hours and basically live in that thing to go mountain biking.
Maybe if I was younger, I would be brave enough to do that. But
the older I get, the more I just turn into a homebody, and I just...
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, we were at a campground in Medina. That's more speed.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was really super nice.
All right, well, we gotta get back to the chaos, and we'll see you guys next week. Nikki will be back. It seems like the stream worked well today, so whatever Adam did, we'll hopefully save those changes. So we appreciate y'all, you guys, as always. We'll see you next week. Be safe. Bye, everybody.
Bye.